Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated. Hello, everyone. Hey, Brazzy. Hey, Kristen. Oi, oi, oi. I was scrambling around to find some socks. Hey, Jason, how's it going? Did you get enough sleep in last night? I was scrambling trying to find a pair of socks because my feet are cold. Yeah, I don't. The what stood out the most, and for some reason, my brain, I was with the Hopi people, and we are talking about my people, which I don't know much about, their legends or anything. Um, and I don't know much about the Hopi, but I think the dream was to tell me to go focus on the red and blue kachinas. Oh, that just makes my mouth hurt. But I was sitting there talking with them, and for some reason, in my brain, even though they're like a tribe from the same area mine is, my brain put them back east somewhere. It was really strange. Hey, Kristen. Um, so I have a feeling I'm supposed to study up on Hopi prophecy, especially with everything going on right now. And our second moon, as they're calling it. We've got uh or I think it's a comet, I think, where someone in Easter Island is already able to see it with the naked eye. So, and then we have all these. There was three CMEs that went off the sun last night. So get outside tonight if it's a clear sky and look for the aurora. The northern part of America should have it. So southern Canada, northern America should have it. So go out and look. I took an extra heart pill just in case. I'm just kind of bracing myself for it. I'll say nothing beats that picture that Christopher got, Kiss Freak, with the all the big equipment, heavy equipment in the background with the aurora. That was a cool picture. So, oh yes, what did we just get? X-ray flux exceeds M5. Whether I typically I wouldn't have taken my pill because I feel pretty good. I have a fill-in heart pill. Felt pretty good, but I was like, nah, better take it anyway. So yeah, this is. I saw the lights in the 70s. I don't remember when. I just remember looking over the neighbor's house and seeing orange and green. And then I saw them the other day. Lipstick on my finger. Um, the other day they were. What is it? What other day? Good God! It feels like just yesterday in May. They were pink and green. And the angle they were at my house, it looked like it had opened a portal. It's really cool looking. Oh, here we go. Let's see, another radio blackout, M5 current. I sent a picture to my soon to be, well, my daughter-in-law. I guess I still call her my daughter-in-law. She gets this little bundle. I got to set it up. Got enough medium squares for the rest of her life because she can only wear them on weekends. Because my dumbass was not ordering uh, coffins. So yeah, she hit the mother load. Mm-hmm. Oh, so set your alarms tonight. I'm gonna set mine, or I will just watch Marf and go right to bed. I'll completely forget it, and I'll have to put on it Northern Lights, so I walk my butt outside, or I'll go, oh, what's this for, and turn it off. So eventually today, I got to work on getting the rest of these off. I lost this bugger last night. I was hoping to find it this morning when I stripped the bed to wash it. Gone. I have no idea where it is. The cat's probably batted it around. So, but I did realize when I peeled all our blankets back, because we each have a no-sew blanket that's 9 feet long, because I'm bad at hogging covers. Um, so when I pulled those back, and then I have a full-size heated blanket just across our feet. Uh, I the all the cat litter that my cat, that fat ass, 18-pounder, since she can't reach everything to groom, brings into the bed, was all at the bottom of the bed. I thought last night, oh, maybe I found the nail. I felt something and went, nope. So I got out the sticky roller and just rolled it all of fur litter. It's like, all right, gonna wash it in the morning. I gotta figure a way to keep. She's so pudgy. It's easy. Memory foam's easy on her body, so she likes to sleep up there. So I got to work on keeping her out of the bed. Oh yeah, and it doesn't help that her litter box is right here because Mama Kitty pretty much bullied her out of the other one this winter. So now she's got one right here of her own. So then she tracks it. I have 2 mats, but God forbid she can't. It doesn't. She can't groom it all off, so it just goes into the bedroom. Hey Trish, how you doing? So yeah, I've got a book, something with Carlos, about the Yaqui people. I guess our tribe was one of the ones that did the peyote, which I have no desire to do. No thanks. I see enough shit without any drugs. Uh, oh God, I know. I know. I have this really cool mat that goes the width of the hallway, and it's got like a little weave and then something underneath it, and so the letter's supposed to stay there, and then a rubber mat. But will she walk on the rubber mat? No. She goes around it. Keep telling myself she's 12. I only got 3 more years of this to deal with. But if those years go as fast as this last one went, holy shit. She'll be gone before I know it. It's what we do for our fur babies. And I wish I never did save it, but when I first got onto TikTok, when they start showing you these weird thirst trap crap shit, uh, what is it? A gal was talking about how, people think it's, uh, the only other cat I've had since before all these is he only made it to 15. He got over antibiotic got him over like a bronchitis or pneumonia or whatever, and then the antibiotic he had a tumor and it just ran wild once the antibiotic got in there. So I only had him for 15 years, and he's in my backyard now, underneath a little hook for a bird feeder, so he can watch the birds. But oh, shit, what was I saying? I did it to myself again. At least my words are coming out all right today. I couldn't believe yesterday half the word. I tried to say something fancy, and my mouth just decided it was going to say something else. So, nope. I'm pretty sure the 18-pounder ain't gonna make it past 15. She's 18 pounds. She's too big. I think her little lungs are gonna, or when she lays down, will probably start compressing. And I've got her on senior food, and I limit her food, but good Lord. I have a bag for the stray cats outside. I have the prettiest, the cutest little tuxedo that showed up that I'm gonna look into fixing and slowly work him into the house. But the other cats don't like him. He's so cute. He follows you everywhere like a puppy. Um, they just get Purina food, and fat ass over there gets I'm senior food, and uh, she'll have her whole head into the bag of the Purina food because she likes it. Oh, cool. Yeah. That Torty doesn't even hardly meow. The 8-year-old, when she was little, it's like, "What does a cow say? Moo. What does a sheep say? Baa. What does a cat say?" And she'd go, and I went, "Yeah, that's Snickers." She's really good at hissing, but, yeah, she's not a purring cat. The little black one, the little, tuxedo, he purrs. I had to kick him out of the garage last night. I'd open the garage door to barbecue, uh, I'd go back into the house once I put the food on, and I'm like, "How the hell did you get in here?" He went under the barbecue and snuck into the house. So, and Kristen, you got me wondering. You said the energy feels strange. I bet the Schumann is just off the hook. Gotta give myself some, uh, yeah, because a lot of stuff is going on right now. 53 or what? It, it really is off the hook. It is completely clear. Let's see if, I mean, not clear, but blacked out. Let's see. Yep. The Schumann is blacked out. So whatever's coming in is strong enough to cut it off. Uh, wow. Um, they say all black cats are descendants from Siamese, and I think that's why I think black cats are like the huskies of the cat world. They're continually talking to you, always talking. Puss Puss was his name started out as Cat, and then it became Loops because my son would sneak downstairs and open the closet and start working on the leaves of the plant he had in his room, and then we started calling him Puss Puss, and then he got settled on Sir Rutherford Puss Puss the Third, or as I called him, Piss Piss, because anything plastic, tarps, forget mark 'em. Uh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people feel drained today. Okay. I'm feeling good. Today's a good day. I guess I shouldn't look the gift horse in the mouth, but I hope it stays that way. Should have known the sun was active when the first thing I wake up, I roll over and Wages World is on. So I jump in to mod that, and I got to see those three uh was it CMEs erupt. Holy cow. Oh, I'm a preferably a cat person. I love dogs, but dogs are too painful to lose. They're just you don't get as attached to a cat, you know, whereas your dog is right there beside you continually. Your cat looks at you like, "Yeah, whatever," and I'm gonna go do my own thing. It's like, how does it go? Dogs hear you calling and answer right away. Cats hear you calling, turn on the answering machine, will take a message and maybe get back to you later. So, yeah. Doing possible corona mass ejection again. It's gonna be a fun day. But I'm hoping, since terrible, I run the risk of having heart problems, but I want to see another aurora again. This time I want to put my phone out on time lapse and get video that way. Because when we saw them in May, hubby's like, I thought they were supposed to move. I said they do, just so slow that you're not going to notice it right away. You know, another one. Alert. Type 2 radio, whatever it is. Carrington app's great. Love the Carrington app. Uh, the guy who does it worked with Ben Davidson from Suspicious Observers. You know, some people like Ben, some people don't. You learn a little bit, you know, so I don't mind. Yeah. I have a thing for big cats and oh no, that's a hurricane activity. Big cats and big dogs. If I break down and never get another dog again, I want a lab rot mix. I had one all black. Wonderful. He had hip dysplasia. But great dog, great family dogs, you know, lived indoors with us. Um uh Stupid, would too busy turning around paying attention to what you're doing behind him till he'd run into the wall or the door jam. Yeah, but great dog. Yeah. Um Goldens? Had a golden for 16 and a half years. He don't ever trim their tail too short. They don't like that. He was devastated the first week or so. I had to because he was getting little dreadlocks, so I had to go and trim it and he went outside the first and after I trimmed it, he went outside and was waiting to feel the wind in his hair, and it wasn't on his tail, and he kept turning around looking at his butt like, "Where did it go? Where's it all at?" Yeah, he was upset for quite a while. I felt bad. But yeah, dogs are fun, but still finding Max has been gone about 5 years now, and I'm still finding Max fur. She got big old long tail hair. Great dog though. Great dog. Oh man, puppies. Moose spent a lot of time in the bathroom when I was working and he was a puppy before he was really fully potty trained. Had he been a little bit taller, he could have pissed into the toilet. I came home one time and he tried. It was just, you know, that how that rim sticks out just a little bit and then there's a smooth yeah, he pissed right about there. So he's a little taller. He could have peed right in the toilet. But uh Pepper Ann, why does that remind me of a story? Dong. Oh, that's a template. Fuck. I keep waiting for more Sky News. Cause I got blue sky. Blue sky scattered with a little bit of a barium, aluminum, and strontium that'll rain down on us. So yeah, it'd be weird not to have an animal around. I mean, it saves you some money on food, but just not having that little bit of stress relief of petting an animal, whether it be pet, dog, chinchilla, whatever, you know, you don't have that. Okay, that's okay. I'm like, well, it just reminded me of something. What did I watch? Um, Trying to get the 3-year-old to watch Blaze and the Monster Machines because it's a STEM kids show and it's on Paramount Plus. So I want her to start watching that as much as it's a kids show, but at least it's educational. Not grooming type, just educational. She'll learn a little bit about dinosaurs, even though they are robots, but she'll wonder why a pickup can talk. But hey, Misha, how are you doing? No, I haven't done the insurance on the pets. They only ever got their first round of shots, and that was it. That's then I they The biggest problem is the tomcat outside. Is I have to keep gentamicin on hand because I have to help heal him. Some kid who did a grocery delivery was trying to take him home. It's like, I'm gonna take him to the the vet. I said, honey, I said it won't do much good. He has scratches on his head. I said, he's an old tomcat. I said, I put ointment on him all the time and help him heal. I said, but he just gets out into a fight the next day. So he's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Oh yeah, he's got a heated cat thing right head bed right in front of the front door in the porch area, which is covered and everything." And I said, "Good food, lots of water, soft food." I said, "He's okay. He's just can't bring him in because he's an old tomcat." So, mm, mm, um, God, sometimes I wish I would have had pet insurance with Puss Puss, my black cat. $600 to find out he had a tumor, and then we had to it would grow so much that he wouldn't even be able to eat or swallow, so $600 to spend that last $90. So, yeah, that's true. That's true. Kinda glad I don't have to pay for my children anymore. I can't imagine. These guys are enough. Goose, 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 come here, come here. Ugh. This is my spoiled one that was meowing yesterday. Goose, goose. She's the one that goes outside on a leash. 'Cause she's okay. Hold on. Don't. Hold on. Don't snag the shirt. She's gray to her toe beans are gray. Her nose is gray. Everything is gray. There's not a light patch on her. She's like, "What are you doing to me?" She just sits here. She's like, "I feel humiliated. Can I go back to what I was doing?" Do you want to go back to the window? She's so easygoing. To the window you go. Oh, fine. Not the window. Okay. Yeah. We've her mom was a stray who had him in our daylight basement windows. And at the time, we had one empty bedroom. My oldest had just moved out. So we brought little mamas and the kittens inside because it was in November and got her fixed when the kittens were a month old. Talk about strange. It's like got her fixed. Her hormone level stayed at mom mentality, still in the mom phase. So that poor gray thing, even though she's 5 years old, still gets pinned down and groomed by her mother. Her mom will still pin her down and groom her. So yeah, outdoor cats are hard with especially the coyotes. No, the raccoons and the skunks really didn't bother our cats, but the coyotes, they just will have a tom that comes around for a while, and all of a sudden it just stops. So we pretty much know what happens. Oh, oh. Oh, we're up to solar flare, an M6.7. Um, that's not good, Trish. Ouch. Oh God, that makes me hurt because years back, Torty tried to pull her out by her back legs underneath the cabinets. I thought she was stuck. She wasn't stuck, but she bit me repeatedly, but I wasn't letting her go till she got out, and a week later, I spent 3 days in the hospital for, an infection. So I know how that goes. It hurts. Yeah, yeah. What did the doctor gave me the right antibiotic for it, but not enough times a day, so it got worse ever so slowly and kinda creeped its way in till it was like my hand was just huge. It was all big and swollen and yeah. I sat there, they gave me Dilaudid for the pain, that worked for 5 minutes, and I'm sitting there and up in the hospital ER gurney as they're wheeling me up to my room upstairs crying because it hurt so bad. And I had to tell them because they were, I said, "You can't give me morphine. Can't do that. Doesn't do good on me." But told them, "Just give me my regular meds, my pain meds that I take." I said, "Give me some Toradol. That's all you got to do." And oh, rabies shots. Oh my goodness. Oh, god dang. Oh, I heard those were terrible. I don't know if they've gotten any better since we were a kid, but they threatened us with you to get like 8 or something in your stomach. I don't know if it's changed, but that's what they used to threaten us with. Don't play with anything that looks like it's got rabies. Oh, man. Glad you're over it, but wow. Yeah. Hey, Crafty, how are ya? Yeah, throw things at the raccoons. I just have to open the door, and well, the raccoons not so much. They haven't been around lately since they added all this. They haven't been around much. Skunks, though, yeah. All I have to do is open the door, and this little old skunk just looks at me like, "Hmm, great. There goes my dinner." Just waddles off and just thinks I don't get to eat cat food anymore, which is good because cat food is not good for skunks. So yeah, uh, my great great aunt or was it used to de-smell skunks and keep them as pets. I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. But if I could, I probably would have too. They're cute. I'd love a possum. Possums can't get rabies. They eat rodents, so it just looks scary. And if they want to rest, you can just hang them from something. Hang them from your towel rack or your banister on your stairs. Uh, So, mhm. What are they doing? Because the 2 rooms behind me look like they're closed. I don't know. Oh, those are cute. They are cute. Um, I got to I got to pick up my own pig for my wedding. That was fun. My uncle took me to a pig farm to, pick out which one I wanted. I couldn't decide which pig looked the best. I don't know, so he picked it out for me. But I got home and I smelt like the pig farm. I'm like, "Oh my god, I stink." It's a sour, it's kinda I don't know how to describe it. It's yeah. No, um, being raised Mexican, we just did went into a whole bunch of different foods. I never got to take any home. I only had we each had our plate, and that's about all we had. And then we left, and so by the time the honeymoon was over and we got home, the food was long gone. And the flowers, she had given the flowers away to everybody because they were fresh flowers. So yeah, baconator. No, a pig roast would have been good, but I don't know what happened to it. The family, she just dispersed it up amongst the family, so they got it. Yeah, but when you're 19 and 20, just married, and you two go to the grocery store, you you eat like your parents are gone for the weekend. All the sugary cereal and all the fattening food you can find, and within about a couple of months, I'd gained like 15 pounds. So yeah, it was look back at our food choices, all the shit we couldn't eat as when we lived at home with the parents. It's not healthy for you. You can't eat it. Yeah, we ate it. Yeah, it, and a little which is gone now. A little tiny one bedroom apartment, uh, surrounded by an apple orchard. Apple orchard's gone. The little 5 little apartments are gone. Um, yeah. 175 bucks a month. Water, sewer, garbage paid. God, I miss those days. Yeah. And then my brother lived in those same apartments going to college. And then my oldest was 2. Uh, shut the door, basically locked us out of his apartment because one of those. Oh, thanks, Crafty. Um, where you can open it from the inside even though it's locked on the outside. Yeah, he locked us out, and you should have seen it trying to knock on the neighbor's house going, "Can I borrow your key?" You had to go 2 apartments down, borrow their key because that key opens my brother's apartment door. You should have seen their face when we're like, "Can we borrow your key just for a minute?" To realize that that key could open each other's doors. Oh god. And I think that apartment ended up with actually really just had a master key. They didn't know it at the time. So I did not have roast last night. I've got to dig one out tonight. I was digging for the roast in the back of the freezer, and a couple of tri-tips fell out, and I'm like, fine, your beef, we're eating you for dinner. And so, but I know where that piece of roast is I'm looking for now in the back of the freezer. So today for breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. Oh, yeah. Ours was too, and I also had to fight with a cat who wanted to come in every time I went out to open the garage door to barbecue. Um, because my garage door, you got the door from the house to the garage. Just I have the barbecuer pulled up as close to that as I can. I open the door, open the barbecuer, flip it, close it, shut the door, go back into the house where it's warm, go back in, 5, 10 minutes later. But oh, that sounds good. What did I watch the other day? What was it? A cartoon talking about Dutch babies. And now I want Dutch babies. They're so good. Syrup and butter and gotta find the recipe again. Mm. My son made them one day, and ever since then I'm like, "Can you make them? Can you make some more? Make me some more." The kid can cook. The kid grew up. We watched a lot of Good Eats with Alton Brown, and since it's science based, he learned a lot about cooking watching it. Kid can scramble some eggs. They're so good. So I kind of miss him not living here because I just here. Can you make me this? Can you make me this? Um. Mhm. Oh yeah, Alton's great. Uh, what is it? I think we have the first 6 seasons or something of Good Eats on iTunes before he ended up with all the uh, subscription services, and you can watch whatever episode you want whenever you want. Yeah, so there's over $200 worth of Alton Brown on iTunes. So, yep. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Watched a lot of Emerald. Man, yeah. I knew who you meant. I couldn't have spelled it either, so don't feel bad. But yeah, yeah. For the phase there where it was all pretty much all cooking shows, that's all we watched. Um, there was a meme about I can't think of her name. That little skinny little Italian lady. Pretty. She was really pretty. But there was a meme saying, "I've been watching whatever her name is for a year now, and I still do not know how to boil water." In other words, they're too busy watching her than watching her cook. I cracked up. I can't think of her name. I'll think of it after this is gone. But yeah, it just cracked me up. That was a perfect meme. I'm like, she's pretty. I'll give her that. Oh, cool. Um, God, I haven't watched anything cooking in quite a while. But then we don't have TV anymore. We just have different subscription services. All us and the two boys, we all share, you know, uh, what's her name? My brain says Yada, but it's not that, and it's not Yana. That's Israeli News Live. I can't think of her name, but yeah, really pretty. Um, I tried to get the 8-year-old to watch the cook-offs with the little kids cooking. I'm still working on her and scrambling eggs. Um, it's just little too aggressive. I caught my little bull in the china hedge, stirring the eggs in the pan to scramble them without stirring them right out of the pan. You know, Jesus, criminy sakes! I quit at 190 for DirecTV. I'm telling that poor gal that I wanted to cancel. She didn't even argue, and I said, "Honey," I said, "What I spent on DirecTV a year, I mean, a month." I said, "What I spent on DirecTV a month, honey, is what that's 3 tanks of gas for my car." She didn't even argue, didn't even offer me any specials. She understood completely. So, and now when I'm home, I listen to a lot of music in the living room. Yeah. We have Roku. So, I think the only thing we really pay for is we pay for, but we share, and the boys share with us and whatnot, is Northern Lights coming? I hope so. I just got a think notification for that. Um, Amazon and um, Netflix. So it's like $33 because uh, Netflix is under my bank account, but my son's email. So we have to pay extra now to have Netflix at our house. Assholes. So, yeah, uh, it's like 33 or $35 for the 2 households. Thank you, Netflix. They lost a lot of people doing that stunt. So yeah, we have Netflix, Hulu. Hulu's only $5 a month because it's bundled with my oldest um, Disney Plus. So we end up with Hulu, Disney, Netflix, Amazon, Paramount, Peacock. What the hell else do we got? And I spend most of my time on YouTube. Um, oh, our phones because of our AT&T Max, which has got Discovery, all that all in it. So, yeah. I don't think I've watched that one. I don't remember what I used to watch. But what I miss and I'm not finding is I miss Catfish. Oddly enough, I know that's my guilty pleasure. Is I liked watching Catfish. That's what I miss not having DirecTV. So, oh yes, I remember Iron Chef. hmm And Guy Ferrari's convertible Camaro. That's what sticks out to me the most was that Camaro. hmm Yeah. God, I'm getting hungry now. Those little 6 mini tacos I had just from Costco was not enough food. That truck doesn't sound good. I'm waiting to see if they dump apples again. They did last week. They somehow tipped over a whole bin. One of these days, I'm just gonna walk out the door and find my fence and my yard, the neighbor's yard, with the sideways uh, flatbed semi with a bunch of apples. Because one idiot, because there's a bank, there's the flat concrete, plenty of room for him to drive. Came out there the other day, and there was a tire track in the gravel bank, and I'm like, yeah, one of you guys are gonna end up in our yards. So, oh man, Mexican food trucks. Oh, carne asada. I have. If I was really really hungry, I've got um. I make thighs in the pressure cooker with Kroger fajita mix, powdered fajita mix. It's like 89 cents. I mix it and then just shred it up, put it in Spanish rice that I make, and just eat it that way with some rice and beans. Just one big old pile, mix them all together. You put it in a tortilla if you want, but if not, just eat it as is, out of a bowl. Oh yes. And then what was it? She was always cute to watch. Valerie Bertinelli for a while. She had her little own show. I probably would. We get local Mexican restaurant. You can buy their salsa that they serve with their chips. Oh, fudge. It is so good. I need to look at the weather and see when it's going to freeze, and I can pick that one. I got one big enough tomato that we could probably ripen in the window of my volunteer tomatoes that I didn't even know were there because we didn't get to a garden. It was just a bunch of weeds. And I think I got 3 or 4 volunteer tomatillo plants that came up as well. And those are going to be big enough to harvest before freeze. So, yeah. Not so big in Italian food, but I can eat Mexican food every day. I mean, this is really good. I had this at uh, it's a local restaurant pub thing. They were shrimp tacos, but there were your flour tortilla, pieces of shrimp like prawns. They cut up prawns, uh, diced mangoes. It's easier to just dice mangoes out of the can. Oh man, I'd look like a Mexican grandmother if I ate too much. If I ate it every day. And what was it? Cabbage, with that sweet chili sauce on top. Oh my god, it is so good. Oh man, it's good. I mean, there was a joke when I was younger about the difference between a pachyderm and a Mexican grandma, about 45 pounds. And my great grandma was not a small woman. She's a little Mexican lady. So I thought it was hilarious. That's like, oh my God, they're right. But she did a lot of cooking. She was the one who tried to teach me how to make flour tortillas. And she's shorter. She was shorter than I am. She was maybe 5 feet tall. And so she's telling me, okay, use about this much flour and on a little tiny and this much um baking powder. And I'm like, no measurements. It was just whatever fit in her hand that she knew. And so I never could do it. I'd have to have a recipe. And my uncle Tavo taught me if you really want round tortillas, you roll them out, get a small plate, cut around the plate, and then cook that one. And then roll out what's left and do it again over and over again. You have these perfectly round tortillas, and yeah. hmm So, because I would try to roll them, even with the small little roller. No, they look like a cloud by the time I was done. They just, not anywhere close to round. They were just everywhere. So, yeah, God, I gotta make a grocery list because it's shopping tomorrow, and I'm not thrilled about it. And um, I paid $600 worth of bills today, but I paid one. Usually, I pay in the next check, but I paid it this time because somehow I've worked my way into all my bills, but one were on one check, and I'm like, going, how am I supposed to eat? So now I'm trying to reschedule it again so I can space my bills out to, get paid every other week. So space them out to this much this way, this much this way. So, mhm. But I'll be glad we're supposed to get a rebate check from our insurance. It's like a month worth of insurance, I think. And it's going to, oh, that makes me hungry. Is that how you spell it? Javandecas? Is that how you spell it? I make those here at the house. Um, those little handheld ham radios. I need to get one and they're not as expensive as I figured they were going to be. I need to get. Oldest has got one. He's IT. He tries everything out for the city, so he's already got one. And I want to get one for me and for us and for the youngest, just so we all have it in case shit hits the fan. So then the rest has got to squirrel it away into savings. Uh, but I need to take from out of my savings. I need to go. I want a new fire pit. Um, cat hair. Ah. See if Winco's got some on sale. And go get a new fire pit because mine's toast. The screen on top is burnt through. That's what I get for burning cardboard boxes. So, so how'd that ending work yesterday? I gotta remember there's still 2 steps for it. It doesn't just hit end stream and automatically starts playing the end outro. No. Mm-mm. But yeah, I'm feeling way better today than I was yesterday. Yesterday I didn't feel good. I can't keep track. There's days I feel good, I don't feel good. Meh. Just lucky I'm out of bed some days. That's why I don't wish I could have talked my doctor into putting me on disability. No one's gonna want a worker who is like at the drop of a hat, I have to go to sleep. No one's gonna want one of those. He's worried I would lose out on my my interaction, and I'm like going, haven't worked for 7 years. If I haven't missed it by now, I ain't gonna miss it at all. You know, but who knows? Maybe it'll leave more for Social Security if it's there. I mean, ugh, which reminded me of something else. We're paying for Ukraine's Social Security. We're paying for their shit, but our hurricane survivors only get $750. It's part of the reason I'm glad I don't work. I don't work my butt off to send it to another country when our own people are there's I'm sure some are still stuck and dying as I speak right now. What did he make a comment about supplies, not knowing how to get them there? I'm like, Wait a minute, mashed potatoes, you got the military." And one place saying, "Well, we can't send our National Guard because 'cause they've already been shipped overseas." I just I can't in my right mind vote for the same shit for another 4 years. No. I was already leaning towards Kennedy. He kinda made my decision for me. Duh. It's they hate America, cut and dry. They just hate it. I just it's sickening. I mean, they're decimating the middle class, but yet she says, "Well, I was raised middle class," or "I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that." I'm like, "Bitch, where were you the last 4 years?" And people are like, "Well, she was just vice president." Well, duh. And that she also had to do the tie votes. So as she's telling you, "I'm gonna vote for no taxes on tips," she was a tie-breaking vote for taxes on tips. I mean, I don't have any party affiliations. I'm actually I think I would lean closer to an anarchist. A true anarchist, not these little morons that are running around now. And because I believe no one has the right to rule over anybody else, no slaves, no masters. But my I've always voted for who I thought would do the best, for the country. I will say I did vote several times for shit, what's his name? He was environmentalist. Shoot. Um Ralph Nader. I did vote a few times for Ralph Nader. So, mhm. There was one guy I really liked. His last name was Anderson. Really, really liked him, and then uh, they found out he had an affair with some chick, and so that was done. I'm like, damn it. That's when pretty much right after that, my hatred for the government just started going up and up and up. So, yeah, so we'll find out on November 5th. Remember the 5th of November, the article treason and plot. There should be, how does that go? I can't remember exactly how it goes. But oh yeah, exactly. He's got some kind of out there ideas of jailing people who don't quite go along with the global climate bullshit, But yeah, otherwise, I've got his book that he wrote. Um, I love people, but the polar bears. I'm like, excuse me, our polar bears were in the 1960s. Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, the extreme heat." It was hotter in the 30s than it is now. It's like, shut off the TV, get away from your conditioning. A lot of people are like, oh, we'll put a new tax on it. What? Tax our way out of this shit? No. Did we destroy the land for lithium? Evidently, that's what's under one of those towns. That's what's in Oregon where all the fires were. Lithium. hmm Yeah, which is it's going to be overdone by hydrogen pretty soon. Byproduct of the hydrogen engines is water. The biggest thing is a stable way to contain it, to use it. So all this electrical stuff will be null and void for vehicles, but at that point, I'm still gasoline forever. Less garbage is made, making a gas car. Less destruction to the environment, making a gas car. You don't have children dying in mines in another continent for your batteries for your car that you're charging off of coal power. I'm like, it's stupid. So we shall see if we have World War III or affordable groceries in about, it's the third, in about 32 days. I'm just so ready to get off this rock. I'm glad I'm on the downward slide. So I told both my parents, you guys are escaping this dystopia that's coming, this dystopian hell that is coming towards us. You guys are escaping it. I just feel bad for my granddaughter. And that's why I fight and bitch and moan and shit post and tell people to break away, that step away from the controllers. They're not helping you, they're hurting you. Too many people they don't look up, they don't see all the shit raining down on their head. And I just love people it's like, well, it's this way, it's right wing or left wing. I'm like, excuse me, those are two parts of the same bird. That bird's gonna sit on you. So nope. Don't need a revolution, we need a restoration. But I need to work on something about, it's called elite panic. People who can take care of themselves is what causes them to panic, because you're not relying on them for your daily sustenance, your survival. They don't have you under their thumb for their complete control. And that's why there's a thing called elite panic. I was reading about that. It's like, I got to work on something for this. People got to open their eyes and see that the more the government controls you, the worse off you are. You're not any better. You're not getting any handouts. No, you're getting what they want, not what you want. So I'm pretty sure I lost a lot of people when I mentioned the politics. But since I'm from neither side, none of us are helping him. None is helping us. They're just letting us drown. So, guys, on that note, I won't be here tomorrow. I got to go grocery shopping. I got to make a list tonight of what I got to get, so I can run around all day tomorrow and be exhausted. And unfortunately, I also have to send back the thing for my mirror. So I'm not gonna go live because all I get to see is my ear and my filthy back seat. So yeah, if the new thing comes in on Monday, I'll give it a try in my car. But I love you all. Yes, it is horrible. It is It's not for our benefit at all. But too many people think it is, and we got to break that conditioning. Be the reason someone else doesn't trust the government. All right, guys, and God forbid I forgot the wink yesterday. All my love, Miss Dragon. So let's see if this works, if I get this figured out again. play outro and end stream. Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my love, Miss Dragon.